What is good, my fellow warriors of light? This is your host Lotus Moon with another Mobius Final Fantasy video. So this video today is going to be another one of my full 8-panel unlocking job videos, and in this video we're going to be featuring the job, the Judge Magister. So the Judge Magister is the newest legend job to the lineup in Global, and I gotta say he is a sweet looking legend job. He's incredibly powerful. He has a lot of benefits and he's really versatile. So I'm very excited about giving you this unlocking video. If you watched my video last week on my Final Fantasy 12 event banner pulling, you saw that I got him. If you're wondering why I did not unlock him yet, it's because, as you know, I got sick last week. And I wanted to be sure to make this video with you guys to unlock him. So I put it off till now. But I'm super excited to finally get this video out and 8-panel him and use him in battle. So in this video I'm going to be going over his evaluation, the weapon that he comes with, weapon of choice, different cards you can use on him, as well as show him in a single battle to show off his ultimate, and kind of talk about him overall. So let's get started. So first thing is first, I'm going to talk about his evaluation in Japan and as well as his stats. So let's go there really quick. So here he is, Judge Magister, legend job. Now, keep in mind guys, this evaluation in Japan is for his Hall of Fame panels that just came out recently. So that gave him a big boost in evaluation. His solo player evaluation is 96 points and his multiplayer evaluation is 97 points, and his multiplayer role is attacker. So yeah, his custom skill panels gave him a huge boost in attack power and even break power. He's become one of the strongest jobs in Japan currently. So just keep that in mind with this evaluation. Now, we are behind Japan a year, so even though he just came out without custom skills, he is still one of the top attackers in Global, and he's going to be very relevant for a long time. So if you get him, if you're lucky enough to have him, definitely 8-panel him as soon as you get him, and you know, he's just an awesome job. So talk about his strong points. Like I mentioned, he just got his custom skill panels from Hall of Fame. So it says here, by organizing exclusive skill cards obtained by the job quest, he's transformed into pretty much one of the most powerful firepower attackers. He can handle all 4 elemental attributes with elemental attribute strengthening. So he pretty much has the top damage in all 4 attributes in Japan. Also, his ability to break has increased with the special skill Smart Break 150%. Again, that's a Hall of Fame panel, so that's for the future, but still I want to just mention it here since it's talking about it. And since it also has a weak point damage added, it'll increase the break speed as well. So since he has the auto ability weak point damage up 100%. If you're using the opposite element in battle against an enemy, he'll have 100% extra damage done. Also, his weapon gives extra weakness damage up, so you can do an incredible amount of damage if you exploit the enemy's weakness. Also, he has the ability Mage Lore, which is fantastic because this is going to give him a very versatile amount of cards to use in his arsenal, including for you guys that did pull Minwu a long time ago. This is pretty much our first job that can take full advantage of Minwu, since he does have Mage Lore and he does have light attribute. So that's fantastic. But he has a lot of great cards that he can take advantage of, such as Ignis Final Fantasy 15 for Mage Fire attacks. Even the new light card Pomelo is pretty good. And even from Final Fantasy Record Keeper, if you have it, the 4 Warriors of Light for Wind, a Ranger type card is going to be pretty strong on him. So he has a ton of different cards that you can use that's going to be very strong. So it's a very good, very versatile job. Weak points now. Weak points don't pay attention too much because you know, this is a Japanese evaluation, and I don't think they're that relevant. Somewhat low durability. So he does have less defensive power than other jobs. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind, as most attackers usually do. And I guess HP is a little bit low compared to other ones. but still pretty good to, it says here it can still withstand most multiplayer battles, which is good. Crit rate is low, so he doesn't have much crit rate, so you can make that up with other cards. So again, not the most relevant, weak point, but still something to think about. So anyway, let's talk about his elements now. Elemental 1 lineup is fire, water, and wind, and then for the elemental 2 lineup, you have fire, wind, and light. So you got 4 elements to choose from. He's gonna be strong in all 4, and this is just, like I said, a very versatile job. His weapon, Chaos Blade, I'll talk about in a minute. So here's his custom skill panels. This is what they look like. Very good stats. I'll talk about them here. They just show off right here. One of them is basic skill plus 50%, smart break plus 150%, same attribute chain plus 100%, and crit damage up 100%. So whenever we do get custom skills, that's what they will be. But for now in global, let's just skip that and go down to his regular auto abilities. He does have 80% strengthening to all 4 of his elements. He has clutch, look like snipe, and it doesn't really say here. It just looks like a didn't translate, but that weak point damage up 100% is really great, guys. And I'll talk about his auto abilities more once we fully unlock him, but this is just a preview. So his ultimate, Execution, it's an overall range attack, gives you snipe and berserk, very high attack power and very high break, so it's going to be one of the stronger ultimates to use. It's very good. And here is talking about his damage. So during break, if you break the enemy, he is first place in Japan for fire damage, and this is all like the auto abilities stacking that it takes into consideration when making these rankings. So first place in during break time, first place in fire, second place in water, first place damage in wind, and first place damage in even light. So that's just insane. Pretty much first place in all 4 elements except for water. He now is second place, but unbelievably powerful job. If you're not going to break the enemy, this is his damage ranking in Japan. First place in fire, first place in water, first place in wind, and first place in light. So first place in all elements of that his has in when you're not breaking the enemy, which again is just unbelievable. A lot of people are saying that they made him probably too strong, but he is really kick-ass. So that's why I say, if you get him, just 8-panel him. He's future-proof. He's gonna be very relevant now and even into the future. And then when we finally get the Hall of Fame, he's gonna be having a huge boost of damage again. So anyway, let's talk about really quickly the kind of skill seeds you will need to unlock him. So here I'm looking at his 8th panel here. You're gonna need a lot of mostly dark and fire as a secondary element, and a little bit of wind and a little bit of water and light, but mostly primarily dark skill seeds and fire skill seeds. Let's look at his 4th panel really quick. Again, a lot of dark, a lot of fire, a little bit of water and light. So that's pretty much what you'll need if you're gonna 8-panel him. Is mostly dark and fire, which I already farmed up. So let's talk about his weapon really fast here. Actually, let's talk about all the weapons here. Now we have a lot of great ranger weapons to choose from now in global, guys. We have 2 fantastic double S ranked weapons in global, and next month when we get Zidane, when we get him, that's going to be another SS and S ranked weapon. So we'll have 3 fantastic ranger weapons to choose from, and I'm going to talk about all 3 of them in this video to tell you my thoughts on them and which one I think is the best, because they're all rated the same. So really it's more evaluating the the small things about the auto abilities. So here's his weapon here, the Chaos Blade. Looks really nice, I gotta say. So visually it looks amazing. Definitely a good looking weapon. Evaluation, double S in single player and S in multiplayer. And let's just go right down to his maximum reinforced. So that when it's fully boosted, this is what your stats will look like with it. It will have weak point damage up 70%. So that's going to give him like 170% extra damage if you're using the opposite element, which is incredible. Also break damage up 70%, which is really good during break time. And chain ability, if you're gonna chain your elements, extra 50% damage. So very good weapon. Now, you know, of course any SS rank weapon is gonna be perfectly fine to boost. But since like I said, we have 3 now that are very good to choose from. Which one do I think is the best one? So let's just look at them all here. So this Chaos Blade, 70% to both break damage up and weak point, and 50% to chain ability. So the other ones that we have, so for Zidane weapon is going to be the Zorlin shape. Here it is. Once we have him, we'll get this weapon. Like I said, it'll probably be next month. So that's what I'm talking about now. It's very soon. It's another SS and S ranked weapon. So the difference between these two weapons are they both have 70% weak point damage up. They both have 70% break damage up. So the difference is going to be the third auto ability, which is critical damage up 70%. So if I'm comparing these two weapons side by side, they're identical except for the third auto ability, which is the key point here. Critical damage up 70% versus the chain ability 50%. So in my opinion, I think the chain ability 70% damage up. The critical damage up 70% is a stronger auto ability. I think being able to do 70% more damage on criticals is definitely much better than just 50% extra damage on chain ability. So weapon versus weapon, I would have to give it to Zidane's weapon, which is the Zorlin shape. This is, like I said, we'll probably gain it next month. So if you put this bad boy on the Judge Magister, it's going to be even doing more damage when you hit those criticals. So yes, I would definitely rank this one the best ranger weapon, just a little bit behind the Judge Magister weapon. Now we have one more SS and S rank weapon in global, and that was the very first one. That was the Mythic Knight's weapon. So let's go look at it right now. So this one I've been boosting for a while, but here it is. Eternity Blade. It has a Tune Chain, Painful Break, and Improved Criticals. So both of them, so comparing it to the Judge Magister weapon, this one's going to have improved criticals. Judge Magister weapon does not. It does have weak point damage up 70%. Both is going to have the Painful Break 70% at max. And actually, here, let's just go look on Ultima here. I just want to see it's going to be much easier to talk about, because mine is not fully max, of course. And I do want to see it fully max. It'll be easier to talk about. So just excuse me 1 second while I load that up. And this website, just such a great resource, guys. Okay, where are you, Mythic Ninja? Here he is. And his weapon, Eternity Blade. There it is. And there it is. So again, like I said, guys, it's another SS and S rank weapon, and that's why I'm comparing all three, because just looking at the ratings across, you can't tell which one's better. So that's why I'm talking about all the stats on these. So this one's gonna have at maximum chain ability 50%, damage up, break damage up 70%, and crit damage up 70%. So comparing this to the Zorlin shape, they're both going to have the crit up 70% and break damage up 70%. The difference is chain ability 50% versus weakness element, weak point damage up 70%. So again, in my opinion, weak point damage up is the better auto ability if you're planning to use this on the opposite element boss. Now, if you're going to use a neutral element to fight the boss, then that doesn't matter. Then in that case, probably the Eternity Blade will be the best one, simply because it's always going to do some good damage. I guess I lost my thing here, but oh well. I mean, yeah, there it is. So if you're not going to take advantage of the weak point damage up in opposite element, then the Eternity Blade is probably going to be the best one for that. If if you're going for neutral element damage, you're still going to get your critical damage up 70%. You're still going to get your break damage up 70%, and you're going to still get that attuned chain. If you're going for, the key is if you're going for elemental weakness. So if you're going for elemental weakness, Zorlin Shape takes the cake, being the best one in my opinion. And the Chaos Blade is on an awkward spot in my opinion. I think it's actually the third best of these. So I would rank it the worst of the best of these three, if that makes sense. Because it does have weak point damage up for your exploiting the opposite elements. However, it doesn't have that crit damage up. And if you're not exploiting the weakness, then the Eternity Blade will still be the best one for your choice. So just the small differences there. It just depends what you're trying to do. So I think definitely Zorlin Shape would be one of the best weapons on him, as well as the Eternity Blade. So with that said, I'll let you pick which one's your favorite. They're all very good, of course, so minor differences in how you might use them. But anyway, so now with that out of the way, I'm sorry if I rambled on a little bit more than I intended to, but let's now talk about him visually. I like to do a visual evaluation, just from my own perspective here. He looks amazing, guys. Like his armor, the detail in his armor looks spot on. He looks just like the Judge Magister out of Final Fantasy XII. All the details in his cape and his helmet, everything about him looks spot on. He's just an amazing looking legend job, guys. He's definitely one of the best ones in my opinion. Everything about him looks amazing. Now you can take his helmet off, and without his helmet, guys, he looks amazing. Like the armor suits him. It definitely is proportional to his body size. And he looks amazing with or without his helmet. The cape looking awesome, going up his neck there. So yeah, this legend job just looks amazing. And that was one of my gripes with the Heretical Knight legend job. The armor of the Heretical Knight does not really suit the body size of Wall. I mean, if you look at Garland, he's a much taller and bulkier character than Wall is. So his armor suits him better. But when you put Garland's armor on Wall, it just looks not proportional to his head size, to his body size. So that's the only thing I didn't like about the Heretical Knight armor. But this Judge Magister armor fits him perfectly. He looks awesome with or without his helmet. I will keep his helmet on though, because just to have the complete, armor set on, it looks, perfect. So with that said, let's get on with the 8 paneling. So his skill panels, once you get him, he does have the first skill panel already unlocked for you, which is not really a big deal because we all know the first panel is going to be very cheap, skill seed wise. But on the first skill panel, you will have Enhanced Wind 20%. You're gonna have both Judge Magister panels, so you have one for your helmet off, and then the rest is pretty much just standard stat enhancements. So with that, let's go on to the second skill panel. So remember, guys, if you're gonna unlock him, be sure to farm up a lot. At least you're gonna need at least over 1 million of fire. Dark skill seeds and a lot of fire skill seeds. So dark and fire. So let's go ahead and talk about a second skill panel here. Music's just a little bit loud. Let's just turn that down a bit. So he's on the second skill panel. You're gonna get the Clutch Haste, which is always great when you're low on health, of course. Enhanced Fire 20%, Enhanced Water 20%, Painful Break 20%. This is a huge boost to your damage. One of the better auto abilities for sure. And the rest are pretty much just standard, so let's go ahead and unlock this panel. and get that painful break. Alright, third skill panel here. We gotta have Enhanced Fire 20%, Chain Ability 30%. Another fantastic damage dealing auto ability just to have on him as a extra auto ability. Fantastic. He's eventually gonna get 100% advert break damage down, which is fine. Fine auto ability to have. And the rest, let's see here, Enhanced Water. Pretty much rest is standard stats building. And then for his this is gonna give Auto Charge Ultimate +3 and other amazing auto abilities. So this guy is just full of amazing auto abilities. Really strong job. I hope you guys have been having good luck pulling this job, because this is fantastic. So fourth skill panel now, gonna get another 20% to your wind enhancement. Speed +1, always important. You're gonna get some more water enhancement by 30%. And most importantly here, exploit weakness 50%. That is huge amount of damage. Increase skill right there. So very, very important. This fourth skill panel is looking very good. So let's go ahead and unlock that. And get that exploit weakness. So now we're at the fifth skill panel. Nothing changed about him visually, unlike other jobs. The legend jobs usually don't have a different appearance once you get him to four skill panels. But here is his stats really quick if you wanted to see them for some reason. But let's go ahead and keep unlocking him. So this one here, these two are just going to give you the access to the light element, which is the second elemental lineup I showed you online. So very important if you want to use your light damage. Be sure to pick that one. You're going to get extra wind enhancement by 20%, light enhancement 10%, and the rest are pretty much just pretty standard. You are going to get his Chaos Blade now, so very, very good. Very good weapon. And don't get me wrong, guys, I love the Chaos Blade. It is an SS and S rank weapon. Definitely worth boosting if you don't have the other two weapons I talked about. It's just like I said, Zorlin's shape is going to be a little bit better for a weak point damage up weapon, and for non-elemental weakness, I still think the Eternity Blade is going to be the best one for that. Skill panel 6 now. Another 20% enhancement to fire. You're going to get that Clutch Snipe, so that will help his crits a little bit out. Let's see, your Enhanced Light 20%, and the rest are basically standard stuff. You're going to get the Chaos Blade Plus, so let's go ahead and unlock this. Very nice. So now going to skill panel 7. Enhanced Fire 20% again, Enhanced Wind 20%, Enhanced Light 20%, and you're going to get the Chaos Blade Bliss on this panel. Another 30% to advert break defense down, or break power down, so pretty good. Let's go ahead and unlock that. Get that extra Chaos Blade upgrade. Awesome. We're finally at the last panel, guys. Again, speed 1, very important to have. Exploit weakness 50%. That's going to give you that 100% we talked about earlier. Enhanced Light 30%. And finally, the final Chaos Blade X. So, very good skill panel. Let's go ahead and unlock that. So really, guys, he didn't use as many dark skill seeds as I thought. I still have over 500,000. So I guess that was what, like 5, 6, 7, like about 700,000 dark skill seeds. That's not too bad. And the fire wasn't too much either. I think I only used like a couple 100,000 there. So not too bad on skill seeds, guys. You know, and I used what, seven crystals. So not the worst. Either way, now he is fully 8-paneled. Everything is unlocked now, so let's go ahead and look at his final stats without any cards on. And this is with his just a generic knife that doesn't have any auto abilities, so we can check out his English auto abilities lineup. So his base stats are going to be 4,098 HP, attack power 376, break power 278, magic 475, excuse me. 3 stars of crit, 6 stars of speed, and 2 stars of defense. So pretty good overall as the standard stats. Very, very impressive. I think I'd rather have... Ooh, it's a hard choice choosing between light and water. Since he does have water, he can use Lassie brand. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. Yeah, he can use Lassie brand, can't he? Pretty nice. Okay, let's see his anyway, since I'm putting stuff on him, let's put some equipment on him, see what his stats are with max level. Let's just go put in a few things on him. Sure, we'll put that on. I'm just choosing random cards. I'm not really putting any thought into this. Water. Okay, fine. Let's put that on. What's his other element? Fire? Well, no, fine. Let's put a fire card on him then. Fire. No, let's just keep it like that. And then let's put on the support card. Let's just go ahead and put Knights of the Round, I guess. Knights of the Round. No, I can't. It's being used. Fine, let's just put Berserk on him. Alright, so at level 296, he is now, this is his stats here. Pretty good stats overall, very strong job. Let's look at his weapon now, his Chaos Blade. There they are. Really awesome looking weapon. The details are fantastic on it. Like I said, it has that exploit weakness 50% and painful break 30. You know, it's definitely gonna compete with your Eternity Blade, but like I said, I already explained the differences in the weapons. But yeah, this one's boosted for now, so pretty cool looking weapon. Let's see the Chaos Blade on him. I like how long they are. You know, they look like swords, really. They look like two-handed swords, like a sword in each hand. So I do like the weapon on him. They definitely fit his character more. So really cool looking. Let's just keep that on him for now. Actually, no, let's take it off and look at his auto abilities first. So like I said, Clutch Haste, Clutch Snipe. No, let's take off everything. I don't want anything to show here. Okay. Clutch Haste, Clutch Snipe, Enhance Fire 80%, Enhance Water 80%, Enhance Wind and Light 80%. Very good. You're going to get Extended Break, of course, that's typical. Painful Break 20%, just off the bat. That's pretty good. Exploit Weakness 100%, Chain Ability 30%. So all of these are going to help your damage. Ultimate Charger plus 1%, awesome. Auto Charge Ultimate plus 3, awesome. Mage Lore. Using those mage abilities, amazing. When you job change recast, it's gonna be changed to fire. So very good auto abilities. Let's see here. Let's put on his weapon, his cards again. As far as light cards go, I don't have a lot of selection. I do have Pomelo, but I haven't had a chance to unlock any of the extra skills yet. So it's gonna be. This is going to be for a later date. I'll show this card off, but not in this video. I just don't have too many light cards ready for him. So let's go ahead and put up 4 Warriors of Light, like I did earlier. Have that one for the crit up. I really want to use that card. Let's just take it off of him. We use this card for fire, and we'll just go ahead and put on sure, let's go and put Aerith and Tifa. All right. So I'm just gonna use this Chaos Blade now for the look. And let's take him into a battle real quick, guys. So this is just the ranking event. I'm not very far in it. I just started. I don't really care too much about it, but it is a very fun event though. It looks really cool. I like flying around in the aircraft here, and the battles are pretty flavorful. Being on the aircraft as well. So here he is. He's looking pretty sweet. Nice. Love his stance. His stance is like on point. I love how he's holding his blades. Look at that stance. He just is such a badass, dude. Seriously, he is so awesome. Look at that. Oh man, I want to go play Zodiac Age right now. Anyway, let's weaken this guy a little bit. Oh, he's so weak. Damn it, this thing's too weak. Anyway, let's go ahead and see his ultimate. It's called Guilt. Guilt Trip. Nice. I probably should have chosen a stronger battle to show you guys his abilities and stuff, but I thought this would be a little bit more flavorful. Those 3 crystals were good though. Gotta say, love his ultimate. I want to see it again, so let's use an ether, or whatever, and let's see him again in action. Nice. Pretty good damage there. Alright, let's just wipe out the rest of these little guys. Okay, he's broken. Let's use Guilt again.
All are judged in the eyes of the law.
Eyes of the law.
Congrats.
Yeah, he's such a cool looking job. Alright guys, I think that pretty much does it. I knew that this is not going to be a very long video because I just wanted to go over the basic stats and his evaluation and such. I hope you learned something watching this. If you haven't pulled him yet, know what to expect. But like I said, it's going to be a very good legend job for a very long time. So, nice free summon ticket there. Alright guys, it's been Lotus Moon. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys again real soon.